saw my child in the clearing in the rain, so clear and yet so dark. Despite the storm that creeps from the distance, he sings like a meadowlark. The eagle soars, the thunder roars. I saw my child as innocence blinds him. Lightning takes its mark. I saw my child as he willingly fell in the arms of a docile beast. A gentle smile betrays the hunger, sharpened swords on his teeth. Generations pour, let this monster roar. I saw my child as it woke from its slumber. To his flesh it sings. I saw my child as he raised his hand, asking for peace and for love. The guard he laughs and orders his men to stone the shame and to shove. Broken and resigned, he gets back in line. I see my child as he dies to a shell, and I weep from heaven above. I see my child as he dies to a shell, and I weep from heaven above. All right, thank you so much for joining us today. We got our monthly all request night tonight, so hope you can join us well. I see we already have a couple people in. Now give me a second, I gotta enlarge the chat so I can see you. Okay, there are a couple requests in already, which is great. Let's see, but please, if there's anything else you want to hear tonight, please let me know, and I'll see if I can do it for you. But I'm also coming off tonight my first ever show at Club Passim, the legendary folk music club in Cambridge, Massachusetts, right adjacent from the campus of Harvard. Laurie McAllister from Red Molly had me open up the show on Saturday, so I traveled up to Boston to join her on stage, and it was such an amazing night. The songs I have planned are directly from my set from that night. But in the meantime, please give me your requests in the chat, and I'll see if I can play them for you. Also, let me know how everything sounds. I hope everything is doing okay. I looked over the video from last week's stream, and it sounded terrible, and nobody told me. So hopefully things sound better today. I did mess with the settings a little bit, but hopefully everything turns out all right. All right, this is God and Whiskey. She pulls me aside in the darkest of night just to see what this love can bring. It's a magical tide through the dizzying slide of this dance of liquid stain. It's pleasure and pain on the lowest of planes makes my slowing body say, God and whiskey, come release me. Break the dam on this river in my chest, yeah. God and whiskey, come and kiss me. Hold me in your toxic caress. I walk through the halls and bump into the walls as the room spins round and round. Red to the face, can't remember the place where this kind of love was found. She takes my hand, I can barely stand, but I sure can get to the ground. God and whiskey, come release me. Break the dam on this river in my chest, yeah. God and whiskey, come and kiss me. Hold me in your toxic caress. I answer the phone with a groan and a moan, and it slowly wakes my mind. It's barely disguised in my whispers and sighs. I just leave all sense behind. Walk to the door, then I fall to the floor, all for someone else to find. God and whiskey, come release me. Break the dam on this river in my chest, yeah. God and whiskey, come and kiss me. Hold me in your toxic caress. Just another day in this war of dismay, and it's where I most belong. I swear it's the end, but it's harder to mend. I still sing this drinking song. I hope and I pray, take this burden away, 'cause I know this blood is wrong. God and whiskey, come release me. Break the dam on this river in my chest, yeah. God and whiskey, come and kiss me. Hold me in your toxic caress. Toxic caress. All right. Thank you so much. Once again, that was God and Whiskey. I'll do one more song, and then I'll take a look at some of the requests that we have. Sorry for the crackling. I got to figure out what's wrong with this pedal that I use to mute and everything. Yeah, that's going to be annoying. All right, here is Build This City. Patterson on the bread box line. He lost his home on his own time. She rules the bright light serenade with a child at her promenade. A thinning man in the tightest jeans, a husband sick in bed asleep. From the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. Innocence with charcoal skin, his brother shot by a blue man's tin. A mother trapped in a textile mill, risks her hand for her mouths to fill. Concrete towers proud and tall, how many iron workers fall. From the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. Shots will call our conscience here. Wake up to see just what they did. They ripped apart the prophet's tongue, and the murderer is free to run. The gambler hits the slope in stride, climbing up to the money's high. The working man is a beggar's kiss. God knows we are better than this. So from the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. 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 All right, thanks so much. God, that buzzing is going to drive me nuts all night. Okay. All right, thanks again so much. I'm going to take a look at some of the requests here. First one we have is from Lizzie Armstrong over on YouTube. She wants to hear either a Harry Chapin song of my choosing or an Arlo Guthrie song of my choosing. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got for each of those artists. Let's see. Let's start with Harry Chapin. I got a couple Harry Chapin. And Arlo, I think I just have City of New Orleans. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Harry Chapin there and play the not so obvious one. All right. Let's see. check if that's a wire issue or a pedal issue, because, oh boy, okay. All right, this is one I haven't done in a long time, but I think I remember it enough to pull it off. This is I Want to Learn a Love Song. I come fresh from the street, fast on my feet, kinda lean and lazy. Not much meat on my bones and a whole lot alone, and more than a little bit crazy. The old stick string was all I had to keep my belly still, and for each full hour lesson I gave, I got a crisp $10 bill. You see, she was married for 7 years to a concrete castle king. She said she wanted to learn to play the guitar and to hear her children sing. So I'd show up about once a week in my faded tight leg jeans, with a backlog full of hobo stories and dilapidated dreams. She said, I want to learn a love song full of happy things. She said, I want to learn a love song, won't you let me hear you sing? She said, I want to learn a love song, want to hear you play. She said, I want to learn a love song before you go away. So I tried to teach her a couple of chords and an easy melody, but it always turned out she'd rather listen to my guitar and me. I could hear her old man laughing in the den, playing stud poker with the boys, while I sang so soft in the living room, too scared to make much noise. I came one week, the den was dark, and she met me at the door, and we sat on the couch and we sang and talked till I could not sing no more. You know, the silence kept on building and her eyes grew much too wide, and I could hear both of our heartbeats. There was no place to hide. She said, I want to learn a love song full of happy things. She said, I want to learn a love song, won't you let me hear you sing? She said, I want to learn a love song, want to hear you play. She said, I want to learn a love song before you go away. Well, I guess you know what happened. My God, I've never been so clean. Yeah, I feel like I'm working in a Hollywood movie or living in a good bad dream. And all them pin-up girls in that tinsel world never touched me like she can. It took another man's wife in a real world life to make this boy a man. She said, I want to learn a love song full of happy things. She said, I want to learn a love song, won't you let me hear you sing? She said, I want to learn a love song, want to hear you play. She said, I want to learn a love song before you go away. I guess you know I stay. All right, thank you so much, Lizzie, for the request. That was I Want to Learn a Love Song by Harry Chapin. Let's see what we got next. Let's see. My sister over on Facebook wants to hear The Times They Are A-Changin'. I can certainly do that for you. Let's see. Got to get the... Just that one note there. Okay. Come gather round, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, and you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone. For the times they are a-changin'. Come writers and critics who prophesize with your pen, and keep your eyes wide, the chance won't come again. And don't speak too soon, for the wheel's still in spin. There's no telling who that it's naming, for the loser now will be later to win. For the times they are a-changin'. Come senators, congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in the doorway, don't block up the hall. For he that gets hurt will be he who has stalled. There's a battle outside and it's raging. It'll soon shake your windows and rattle your walls. For the times they are a-changin'. Come mothers and fathers throughout the land, and don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging. Please get out of the new one if you can't lend your hand. For the times they are a-changin'. The line it is drawn, the curse it is cast. The slow one now will later be fast, as the present now will later be past. The order is rapidly aging, and the first one now will later be last. For the times they are a-changin'. right, thanks again. I got to make a volume adjustment real quick. Just give me 2 seconds. All right, I was peeking a little bit on the left side, so I gotta. And thank you for the request, Kat. A lot of people really liked that one. Lizzie Armstrong on YouTube said good call, and so did Joe Aiken, and Joe had a request as well. He wants to hear something by Neil Young. I can certainly do that for you. I have this idea here. Let me switch guitars real quick. Bring out the 12 for this one. All right. Okay, so we'll do this one for you now. I do need the lyrics for this one. Give me a second. All right. There's always something with this guitar. We're ready now. All right, this is called Thrasher. They were hiding behind hay bales. They were planting in the full moon. They had given all they had for something new. But the light of day was on them. They can see the thrashers coming, and the water shone like diamonds in the dew. I was just getting up, hit the road before it's light, trying to catch an hour on the sun. When I saw those thrashers rolling by, looking more than 2 lanes wide, I was feeling like my day had just begun. Where the eagle glides ascending, there's an ancient river bending, down the timeless gorge of changes where sleeplessness awaits. I searched out my companions who were lost in crystal canyons when the aimless blade of science slashed the pearly gates. It was then I knew I'd had enough, burned my credit card for fuel, headed out to where the pavement turns to stand, with a one-way ticket to the land of truth and my suitcase in my hand. How I lost my friends, still don't understand. They had the best selection, they were poisoned with protection. There was nothing that they needed, nothing left to find. They were lost in rock formations or became park bench mutations on the sidewalks and in the stations. They were waiting. So I got bored and left them there. They were just dead weight to me. Better down the road without that load. Brings back the time when I was 8 or 9. I was watching my mama's TV. It was that great Grand Canyon rescue episode where the vulture glides descending on an asphalt highway, bending through libraries and museums, galaxies and stars, down the windy halls of friendship to the rose clipped by the bullwhip, the motel of lost companions waits with heated pool and bar. Me, I'm not stopping there, got my own role left to hold. Just another line in the field of time. When the thrasher comes, I'll be stuck in the sun like the dinosaurs and shrines. But I'll know the time has come to give what's mine. All right, thank you, Joe, for requesting that one. That was Thrasher by Neil Young, and Lizzie Armstrong also liked that pick as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I'm going to do a couple of requests that I got before the stream started. Let's see which one I had put on first. Okay. All right, this request came from my dad. This is If I Had a Rocket Launcher by Bruce Cockburn. Here comes the helicopter, second time today. Everybody scatters and hopes it goes away. How many kids they murdered, only God can say. If I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, I'd make somebody pay. Don't believe in guarded borders, and I don't believe in hate. I don't believe in generals or the snake and torture states. When I talk with the survivors, things too sickening to relate. If I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, I would retaliate. On the real, I can tune 100,000 wait to fall down from starvation or some less humane fate. Cry for Guatemala with a corpse in every gate. If I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, I would not hesitate. Want to raise every voice, at least I've got to try. Every time I think about it, water rises to my eyes. Situation desperate, echoes off the victim's cry. If I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, some son of a bitch would die. All right, Dad, thanks for requesting that one. That was If I Had a Rocket Launcher by Bruce Cockburn. So, gonna sing you one now. I'll sing you one now that I did at the Club Passim show on Saturday. And feel free to bring in some more requests. We got room for 2 more. So if there's something you want to hear, please let me know. So in addition to opening up for Laurie McAllister at Club Passim, I also got a chance to play with her for a couple songs from her set. And we played this one. Since Laurie is more of a singer than a songwriter, she did a lot of covers. And this one was no exception. We did... So we did this one, and it's an Ellis Paul song, and that went over really well at Club Passim. That's one of Ellis Paul's home bases. He was originally from Boston, went to Boston College, and got his start on the folk scene over there. So naturally, that was going to be a big hit for the show. So here is 3,000 Miles. I'm from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I've been living out of a suitcase now for 14 days. I walked the boulevard in Hollywood. I caught a Vegas show that was no good. Met a dancer there who starred in a Broadway play. But it's a lonely world from this Greyhound. Believe me, I've been here 14 days. 3,000 miles, come a long, long way. 3,000 miles. Now 21, that's as good a guess as any age that I'd confess to. Let's just say I'm old enough to get away. Back in school I found the only written truth on bathroom stalls, telephone booths. I studied a while, but college got in my way. I've learned much more from the back of this Greyhound. Believe me, I've been here 14 days. 3,000 miles, come a long, long way. 3,000 miles. Have you seen all the world outside? It's turning and it's yours. We were put here for the learning. People talk to themselves on Greyhounds. Even the driver's strange to hear. They tell the same forgotten story. Will it fall on forgetful ears? 3,000 miles, come a long, long way. 3,000 miles. Down in Houston, on comes a woman with 2 cans and a bottle of booze. And she cracked them both like match heads whenever they ventured too close to her fuse. And I sat with the girl from Boston. I was playing cards for cigarettes. I lost her name at the poker game, though her face I'll never forget. You'll never forget the view on these windows. Believe me, I've been here 14 days. Come a long, long way. 3,000 miles. Took me right back to that stage. Whew. Oh, thank you so much for, thank you so much, Mom, for requesting that one. That was, again, 3,000 Miles by Ellis Paul. Comes directly out of that show I did with Lori. So now, let's see what else we got. Let's see, my mom asked if I remembered the Thanksgiving song you used to do by the Canadian singer. I do. But I'm not going to do it tonight because next week's live stream is going to be Thanksgiving themed. So that'll fit in quite nicely with that one. I just got to remember to put it on the set list. And then she asked for The Only Living Boy in New York, which I can certainly do. Yeah, when I got the 12-string back up to performing speed again, so I can plug it in and bring it out on the road with me, I decided to put this song onto my repertoire because I know it is played on a 12-string. This is a Simon and Garfunkel song. Hold up, the lyrics. That wire. Tom, get your plane right on time. I know your part will go fine. Fly down to Mexico. And here I am, the only living boy in New York. I get the news I need on the weather report. Oh, I can gather all the news I need on the weather report. Hey, I got nothing to do today but smile. And here I am, the only living boy in New York. Half of the time we're gone, but we don't know where, we don't know where. Half of the time we're gone, but we don't know where, we don't know where. Tom, get your plane right on time. I know that you've been eager to fly now. Hey, let your honesty shine, shine, shine. Like it shines on me, the only living boy in New York, the only living boy in New York. All right. Thanks again so much. That was Simon and Garfunkel with The Only Living Boy in New York. All right. So we got to, whoops. So I'll play two more for you before we close out the night. Thank you so much for all your requests. It's really great to see you. We got a comment here from Phyllis. Let me see what she said. Haven't seen you live in such a long while. I saw Ellis at the Turning Point on Sunday. I know he was there. I thought maybe you'd show up. I remember when you did. I know. That was a while back. No, I couldn't make it to the Turning Point show. Sundays are usually tough for me as it is, but at the time of Ellis going on, I was just about getting home from Boston, so I wouldn't have been in the mood to go to a show anyway. Glad to know you were there, though, and I hope the show was great. And do this one next for you. Check tuning on this thing. I don't know how, but it got really far out during tonight's show. All right. So here's Lucky Man. Oops. Oh, white wedding dress, all beauty and no mess. She says the magic words. She takes you by the hand. There's joy in her eyes again. She looks into yours. From a distance I can see. Oh, I wish the man was me, but you're the lucky man. But you can call her yours. You're the lucky man to carry her through the door. You're the lucky man to have the love I wish I could possess. I do confess that you're the lucky man. Long ago, so it seems, she was the woman of my dreams, beautiful and kind. My dreams were wasted in the end, never became more than friends, didn't have the guts to try. So fate never gave me a chance. So with you tonight she'll dance, 'cause you're the lucky man to glide her across the floor. You're the lucky man to kiss her in the morning. You're the lucky man to tell her that you love her every day. So I pray, 'cause you're the lucky man. When you kiss your bride, the puzzle pieces fall into place. Before you can turn around, I've already left the church with a smile on my face. You're the lucky man disturb your home. You're the lucky man. I'll be okay on my own. You're the lucky man. Just treat her right, tell her how you feel, 'cause this is real. You're the lucky man, but you can call her yours. You're the lucky man to carry her through the door. You're the lucky man to have the love I wish I could possess. I do confess, but you're the lucky man. You're the lucky man. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I'm going to play one more song for you. Thanks so much for sending me your requests. So great to play the songs that you want to hear. I don't have any more live shows lined up for November except for NERFA, which is next weekend. I'll be traveling up to Maine for that. But other than that, nothing left for November. I will be back on stream next Tuesday with a show called Songs of Gratitude as we prepare to celebrate Thanksgiving. Let me get rid of that ticker tape. That's been up there for way longer than it should have been. There we go. All right. But thanks again so much for joining me tonight, everybody. I'm going to close out with How You Say Goodbye, the way I usually do. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next week. The bases are loaded, bow down to the floor. A single shot on this screenplay is all I'm asking for. September, it's faded, no room for wanting more. Sad goodbye that's spoken through this stadium ensures. The temple is floating, cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales is far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin, a fire in my eyes, and a timely telling sin. If the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed, perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive, dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. And that, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, none to save the day. Never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. The fans ignite the flame, and the lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed, perfectly straight, swing on the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. And that, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory glow, but I've struck out way more times. You can fit in this old room, but as I turn to leave, I find the strength I'll never tell. So I'm climbing up and down escalator for one last kiss farewell. And the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. right, thank you all so much. Thanks so much for being here tonight. Thank you so much for all your requests. It's been so great playing for you tonight. Once again, I will be at NERFA this weekend up in Portland, Maine. I'll be sure to get some video of my showcases to post up on Patreon. If you want to see it, you can become a member using the QR code right here on the top left corner. And I'll be back on stream again next Tuesday with Songs of Gratitude. The show starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, where it usually does. And thanks so much to everyone who joined us in the chat. Thank you to my mom. Thanks to my sister. Thank you to Phyllis. Let me make sure I get that name right. Phyllis Wooldridge. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks to Lizzie Armstrong for joining as well. Always great to see you here. Thanks so much for joining us. Thank you, Joe Aiken, for joining us as well. It's been great to see you guys tonight. And thanks again for joining me. I'll see you next Tuesday on stream, unless I catch COVID at NERFA. Or some disease that makes NERFA look like a cold sore. That's always possible. And in that case, it's been nice knowing you. But seriously, though, thank you so much, and I will see you next week. Peace and love, you guys. Take care.